Hey, good morning, afternoon, evening, wherever you may be. Got some what's called pea meal bacon or back bacon. Some call it Canadian bacon, but it's an amazing meat. It's delicious. It's a staple, and we're just gonna fry it up. And as I fry it up, I thought this time, rather than just cooking and drinking, I'd read a few poems for you as well, just while we're listening to something sizzle, because I like things that sizzle. I hope you like things that sizzle too. Secondly, with all this, is that excuse any sort of things happening behind me. I'm renovating my kitchen with a new backsplash. I have not yet painted. This is the ugliest paint I've seen in my life. I don't know, it's like a it's a mousse. I don't know, it's brownish beige. I don't like beige. I like bright colors, like white, and things that like are shiny and big colors. So excuse any sort of anomalies you see back here because I'm still in construction zone. So we're just waiting for the pan to heat up a bit. We're gonna put this on. I should probably put a shirt on. We got our beer. And we're just going to maybe read some books out of, this is an old chapbook that I wrote about 25 years ago. Anyway, yeah, so I'll read from that. Some of them are good, some of them suck, but it's poetry. And really none of it sucks, really, honestly. Put on a shirt, for better or for worse. And we're just gonna slide these in, just a couple at a time. Oh my gosh, whew, that is hot, 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 hot. And you know what I'm missing? I'm missing some tongs. Something to grab a hold of that. There we are. There we go. Oh yeah. We're gonna bring it down a bit. A little bit too warm. Doesn't take too much to cook these up. Oh man, those are just you can smell them. They're so good. I'm gonna toss in a few parsley, some chives. I'm gonna get oh man, I'm so ill prepared. I am so ill prepared. I shouldn't say that. I am very prepared. What else do we need, right? What else do we need? What else do we need? Nothing. All right, so I'll be honest with you. I've probably had a few beers before this. I'm having a couple of my favorites. Right now I am having beer. It looks like this one. I think it's, nope, it's this one. Nope, it's this one. Pompous Ass. That's what I'm having. But I've had a few others. Just so you know, we're all above board. Ben's had a little bit too much to drink. Slurred speech might be happening. But, cooking up some good food, simple food, some beer, and did I mention some poetry possibly? This is probably way too loud. If it is, I apologize. But that's pea meal bacon. So I got this book. It's called a chapbook. If you're ever into poetry, and a lot of poets when they first start put up these things called chapbooks, and they're basically under 20 pages of a few of their poems just to get them out and about and around. And so as a young budding lyricist, I was in a band, obviously, as you know, super rock star, and things like that. I also wrote a couple of little chapbooks of poetry. So we will get into that as well. I'm going to adjust the camera angle. I feel like I'm crouching a lot. Don't feel like I'm crouching down, although you have, more kitchen stuff in the way. There you go. So we'll start off with maybe, I don't know. Here's what I notice. Do you ever notice that as a young person, you're either on a really good high, or man, you're a crash and burn, and you're either totally in love, or you've been wrecked by love. One of the two things. There's no happy in between. You're either thriving and striving because you're filled of all these tinglies and joys, or you have been dumped and life is over and that's it. Can't decide which ones this is, but I think it's more of the sorrowful thing. I think I was going through a major breakup in my life, and obviously when we don't have the tools to deal with that sort of stuff, we we make mountains out of molehills, as it were, and just don't know how to deal with that sort of shit. And it's hard, we have these heartbreaks, and we have these moments where we just feel that, why are we going on? Man, for all of us who have got through that, and we look back and see how silly we were for thinking that, because really, your life should not be based on someone else. It should be based on you. You make your own happiness. You should be happy. Happy for all the things that make you happy. If making someone else happy is great if you are happy. If you are not happy making someone else's happy, then fuck them. Make yourself happy. You should be happy. And there should be a two-way street when you're in a relationship with that. They want to make you happy, you want to make them happy. And that it resides so true in a DS relationship as well, as a kind of a dominant type man in that regard. Really, my ultimate goal is to make sure that you have the best possible orgasm possible in sex. And I love oral sex. I love all the types of fucking. I want to know what turns you on, what gets you excited. What is that? Is it, fingering while I'm, nibbling on your neck? Is it sucking on your nipples? Is it pounding you really fucking hard? Or is it nice and soft and smooth? I love it all. So I love it all. Truly, I love all of it. So I don't know how we got into the subject between poetry to sex, but here we are. I have no idea where this conversation is going. And usually, like my audios, I just kind of pick up the microphone and I go. And whatever comes of it, that's usually what happens. So obviously these things are just exactly the same. So while we're listening to that sizzle, this book of poetry is probably at maybe a lower point of my life, but let's try with this one. These ones are called, there's two of them in a row, they're short, it's called Thinking and Thoughts. Thinking. Thinking of me, thinking of you, thinking of us. Thinking. Thinking of you, thinking of me, thinking, and brokenhearted. I think I love you. Thoughts. Thinking of me, thinking of you, thinking of you, thinking of me, thinking. I think of you. Do you think of me? You are the thoughts of mine. Two real quick ones that I probably wrote those in like 30 seconds. Here's another short one, and then we'll cook some more with this delicious pea meal bacon. Oh my God, this is gonna be so good. I usually have this on like toast with some fresh cut beef eater tomatoes. Ever see those beef eater tomatoes like this size and just cut them like this thick and put them on? It's like you could actually put the beef eater tomato slice in between two slices of bread with some mayonnaise and call it a day. And that would be it. That would be all. You'd be done. There'd be that's your sandwich. Go to it. But you add a little pea meal bacon in there. Yummy. Oh my gosh, so good. So one more poem and then we'll cook a little bit more and chat a bit more and have another beer and just hang out here in the kitchen. I'm not sure what we're calling this. I'm not sure if we're calling it bedtime with Ben because we're not really going to bedtime, but we are reading poetry. I've had a lot of these, so I guess it's cooking and drinking, but I think it's just more of a ramble. You decide. All right, drink. Today is another day I wish every day could be like this. Today holds us forever in the presence of the life we live in. No one can take that away. No loss or gain from yesterday. No one can tell us right or wrong. Today is the only place we belong. Now, from a very young man at that age, that's pretty insightful. Live in the present moment. Remember, today is the tomorrow we worried about, right? We're always in worry. What's going to happen tomorrow? Oh my gosh, what's going to happen tomorrow? This is it. It's today. This is the tomorrow we were all worried about. And what are we doing? I'll tell you what we're doing. We're drinking, we're cooking, and we're reading poetry. So hell, was it all worth worrying about? Zero. Live in now. Live in the now. This is live in the now. Because you really don't have much control over everything fucking else. All right, we got two more pieces. Oh man, look at that slathering goodness. It is so delicious. We're gonna throw in a few more pieces of parsley into the last one. Because I love parsley. I could eat it like this. Oh my gosh, just so good. Yum, 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 bubble gum. All right. This is one that I've revamped a few times, but I'll read you the original of how I wrote it originally and how it was printed. I rewrote it as Her Neck. I rewrote it as Summertime. I rewrote this one quite often, which I think stands a testament to its possibility of how it could be something more than what it is, I think. So let's get all cozy and we'll read it. It's called Her. Yes, there was once a woman who loved me, and I gave her all there was of me. And yes, it was as good as it could be. Happy it was. Tears have fallen. Searching, found and lost. Searching, lost and found. Her, only her. Her, the color of autumn. Her, endowed by spring. Saturated by the sun and full of summer everything. Strong yet afraid, like a cold blowing winter day. Found and lost, ever searching. Lost and found. Searching, searching. Her. Only her. Encompassing every room of my thought, through every door I stride, out every window of my eyes, emanating out every pore I breathe. Search, finding the loss, in search of this loss I'm finding. Her, only her. Yes, there is a woman that I love. It is she and I and her and us. The past, the present, the dreams thereof, everything and anything. From the hands it has fallen, and the search is over. The search begins. To find her, to lose her. Her. Always her. And I've completely burnt this while I've been talking. That was like so bad. Listen, we'll just douse it with a little beer. It'll be fine. I'm sorry I ruined that mood. Oh my God. I think I should have been cooking with this beer all the time. Anyway, a few pieces of poetry. I am coming out with actually a Nara audio book of all my poetry. I got 2 of them going. 123 poems, one's about 25 poems. I'll be coming out with that soon. Lots of, like, you know, always have lots of irons in the fire, so yeah, we'll figure it out. Anyway, so ta-da! Cooking and drinking with Ben. I'm gonna finish my beer. Enjoy your day, evening, whatever. I don't know. I hope this was entertaining, at least in some fashion. And we'll do it again. Let me know in the comments below.